Genuine.
Kind.
Contemplating.
Patient.
You know, there's enough water under the bridge, enough time has passed that you can be honest, because what can you do about it now? But Sam gave me his pool table when you guys, when he built his new house. I lost that pool table in a bet. The bet was, and I can't remember the time, it wasn't around the time frame that Sam built his house, but within a couple of years of that, I had this pool table assembled in my basement, and my neighbor, who called me OD all the time, shouting down from his deck, OD! We had a bet that he was a big Kentucky fan, and the bet was that sometime in the next 2 years, Tennessee would beat Kentucky in basketball, and they did not. And the last game that they played and lost to Kentucky, Brian came over with all his buddies and took the table out of my basement, and it stayed in his house until he moved.
Caring.
Steady Sam.
He's very sweet.
Inspired the suspenders.
The people at Kelsan are very fond of Sam because what happens is their financial bonuses do not get released until the audit's over. So they have a keen watch for, they know if Sam comes out, they say, when the guy with suspenders comes out, then we know that it's close to be issuing our bonus checks. So everyone loves to see Sam out at Kelsan. So he's built quite a rapport out there.
Approachable. Nurturing.
Generous.
Compassionate.
Staff accountant. I'm responsible for getting papers to, from, and all the stuff. And we had one of those big computers, and we were leaving St. Mary's. We're done at St. Mary's. And I set that computer up like on a chair, like a side chair. It did not fit, obviously. It fell off. And I thought, oh, I've broken this computer. And at that point, keep in mind, we probably only had, I'm going to say we only had 2 or 3 computers in the whole office. And I thought, oh my Lord, I cannot believe this. And so I took it on into the office, and I got there after everybody had left. And I thought, I've got to confess. I've got to tell what I've done. So I leave Sam a note on his desk and tell him that I think I've broken the computer. And, you know, I'm ridden with guilt and thinking, oh God, how am I going to come up with money to buy a new computer? There's no way I can do this. And the next day he just tells me, you know, he's like, hey, you couldn't have broken those things if you'd hit them with a Mack truck. And I don't know why I was so concerned about it, but he just, you know, the next day he's like, don't worry about it, it's fine. Don't, you know, it's okay, don't worry about it. I just remember thinking, I've got to confess to Sam that I broke this computer.
Loyal.
Chief storyteller.
Reverent.
Proud.
Sam was usually very well organized, and we always met at one place, and we rode one car to Brookline and back on the jobs. And I distinctly remember Sam, we were riding back one day in somebody else's car, and Sam said, you know, we really need air conditioning if we're going to drive back and forth, and everybody agreed air conditioning. So everybody agreed that we drive the nicest car that we had that had air conditioning. And so the next day I drove the nice car and left Joan with the ratty car, and we had air conditioning driving back and forth. And I think Leonard Stone then did that same thing. And then it got to be Sam's turn, and then Sam showed up with his old Chevrolet, and he said, well, I shined on this thing last night and got it all cleaned up and ready to go, so I thought I'd just drive it today. So we drove up and back in his shiny new non-air conditioned car.
Congratulations, Sam. We're very excited and proud of you on this award. We hope you're having a great time in Florida. Tell Nan we said hi. On behalf of everybody at Coulter and Justice, we're proud of you, Sam. Congratulations on the award. And then we want to extend a personal thank you, Sam, for everything you've done for all of us.